They taught us how to survive, but never how to win. We flipped that script, now we hold the call.
ILCA, Brandon Ivey.
Keys in my hand, no lock, no leash.
They would've taught the streets how to build and teach.
From the crash to the chain, on the cold run deep.
ILCA, got 'em earning while they sleep.
Was broke with no vision, now they crypto lit.
Bad to the girls in the trap, you can own that.
I believe where the hustle get clean.
Now we stack on the chain and we flip that dream. Came from the gutter, but I taught like a bank. Lessons in my mind, whole vision and rank. They were scamming the hood, I brought game to the block. Now my course more valuable than the chain or a Glock. LCA, that's legacy class. 15 deep in the first still blast. Told the trap boys how to mine that coin in the aunties, how to stake and earn in the joint, no gimmicks. Just digits and truth. Crypto don't sleep, so I teach to the youth. Brandon Ivey, I don't flip the script, turn pain to a purpose and a vision legit. Now I move through the code like a boss in stealth. Digital rebel with generational wealth from the street like glow to the web and no flame. I ain't selling the dream, I'm changing the game.
Keys in my hand, no lock, no leash.
Ready to taught the streets how to build and teach.
From the crash to the chain, on the cold run deep.
ILCA, got 'em earning while they sleep.
They was broke with no vision, now they crypto lit.
Yeah, to the girls in the trap, you can own that
They leave where the hustle get clean.
Now we stack on the chain and we flip that dream.
They ain't think I learned it, now I teach the class. Wallet on secure and my coin move fast. Used to chase up bags, now building from cold. LCA raised me, I walk with the load. Brandon said, girl, you the vault, not the chase. Now I'm buying up land in a digital space. I don't beg for a seat, I create the room. Turn trauma to tuition when the markets boom. From NFTs to DL stacks real. I don't flex, I found out what to kill. Crypto queen with a 6-figure streak. In the same as they told me with 2 street. Call me dangerous, call me wise. I got Bitcoin eyes and decentralized ties. We ain't followers, now we the spark. LCA, live, we leave from the dark. Hey. Keys in my hand, no lock, no leash.
Ready to taught the streets how to build.
All right. Let me go ahead and get started here. I got a lot to say. Good morning, everybody. This is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. As you see, it's a nice, bright, sunny day. I just got finished doing my early morning crypto talk. Then I ran to the bank, depositing money to one of my business accounts here. And I had a diamond class last night. And in our diamond class, I shared some information on, the current status of what's happening in the MLM space and network marketing, especially with crypto. Especially on the news, on the latest news, on if anybody is either a part of or following Texit Coin. And you don't know how many people have been asking me my opinion, and I have been very quiet. I haven't said anything publicly about Texit Coin or anything for that matter. Matter of fact, I have been out of the direct sell network marketing MLM game for 2 years now. The last time was December of 2024 when I made my exit. And anything after that was built on another philosophy of mine on, can I be a part of any opportunities that allow me to earn money without having to recruit anybody? So the only thing that might come close might have been a company called MoveQuest, which isn't a company, it's a smart contract dealing with earning based on your physical activity. Now, I'm going to talk about that as well. Back to the title. It is impossible today, period. You cannot combine the MLM business structure to crypto. Not one company has been able to make it more than maybe 2 years. Now, who am I to speak on this? I've been in the crypto space now for 9 years. I run my own crypto educational company that is now 4 years old. I consult and have been hired to teach crypto education for universities and other companies. So I think I know a little bit about this space. I've been in the direct sales industry for 26 years. The direct sales industry walked me off my job and retired me at the age of 36 years old back in 2012. So I've got experience and knowledge on the direct selling, network marketing, MLM space, and I have very good and deep knowledge of the crypto space. And when you attempt to combine the two, they have not traditionally worked. And I'm going to tell you why. Well, 2 years ago when I walked away from the network marketing space, I figured out the winning formula. If you want to make money in the crypto space, how? But before I tell you what my winning formula is, let me tell you what I figured out that I'm no longer was going to do. So when it came to any new opportunities, if it had to deal with mining, I automatically said no. That did not mean that the company itself was bad or something wrong. Hold on. I got you making all this noise behind me. I don't know if you guys can even hear me clearly. All right. Can't leave my windows up too long. It's hot out here. All right, there we go. All right. I did not, when I was approached about Texacoin from the beginning. When I say no to an opportunity, that doesn't mean that I believe the opportunity is bad or that it's going to fail. 9 times out of 10, if I say no up front before I even really look into it, it's because it's not the right time for me, or I'm no longer interested in the space. And when the opportunity of Texacoin came across my desk, I said no because I wasn't interested in the space. I'm not into no more mining opportunities or things like that. I have done that for 9-10 years now. I think before I even understood crypto, 2016, my first crypto-based type opportunity was a mining company called Mining Max, and they were mining Ethereum Classic at the time. So I am deeply involved when it comes to crypto mining, from that to Green to Connect to many opportunities in between that I never spoke of. Even you might even consider MoveQuest as mining, because you're mining a token powered by your physical activity. So I no longer had any interest on dealing with anything that had to do with mining. That's why I said no to Texacoin. Then when I looked further into it as well, the token itself was doing fantastic. People that I knew that was in the project were exploding, and they were telling me what the value of the token is going to be in the future, and I need to get in now before it continues to rise. But there is a fundamental flaw, which is another reason why I did not do it. At some point, if your opportunity is going to be based on the value of the token, that by definition is going to have failure on it. Why? And don't get me wrong, Daryl, I didn't say Texacoin's going anywhere. Texacoin has a great business model. And like any company, is going to have certain challenges that I did not want to have to face. And what is that challenge again? This is for me, based on the ecosystem running on the value of the token. At some point, the people who got in early are going to want to sell their tokens, which is going to bring down the value of that token. And you're going to have people screaming and panicking. I just read last night a message that what Texacoin had to lay off 20 to 25 individuals working from the corporate office. Also had to deal with a $15 million liquidity injection that was not able to hold it over $1. So when you run into issues like that, the saving grace will be, will the product be able to attract enough investors that are not inside of the project that want the actual product itself? Okay, do you understand the difference what I'm saying there? I'm going to use MoveQuest as an example. If you don't have new investors or people from the outside of the project willing to buy your token because they got to believe there's value in it. But if you don't have it there, the only ones using the token are the people inside of the project. And the people inside of the project If they feel scared and they're selling all their tokens for a profit, you don't have a good combination here. There's not enough new money coming in to be able to sustain those that's withdrawing. Now, can there be companies that can overcome that? Yeah. Maybe Texacoin will be able to do that. That's to remain to be seen. Their business model and their project is sound. Again, that's not why I said no to them at the time. Now, speaking on that, moving forward, and this is for all of you out there that always want to approach me with a business model in crypto, and 9 times out of 10, I say no. Here's what I'm saying no to. Any opportunity that has to do with mining, I'm going to say no. Any opportunity where the value of how much money I'm going to earn is based off of recruiting or the value of the token itself in speculation of the open market, I'm going to say no. That's I'm not going to have anything to do with that. I've done that. I've seen it happen over and over and over again, and the result has always been the same eventually. I will give you a PSA though. If you choose to, if it has already been around more than 8 months, I would suggest that you pass on it. You're excited at this point because you saw how many people have made so much money in the first 8 months. And now you're hearing about it and you're seeing about it. Now remember, those people that got in the first 8 months, they're there to make a profit. So at some point, they're going to sell. And if you're saying to yourself, "That not me," don't lie to me. Come on now. You got the token at this price, it's now this price, and you're not going to sell it? Then what the hell did you get in it for? I keep it real. And it's okay. We're in this to make a profit. That's the freaking point. So if you're in it, you're seeing it past 8 months, just know those that got in before you, at some point, they're ready to sell to make their profit. What is my rule number 3? Always get your return on your investment back as fast as possible. In the crypto space, I don't care what the project is, anywhere between 4 months to 9 months, you should be back in profit or at least made your money back. So if it's 8 months in, those who already got in at the beginning, they're ready to make their profit back, at least as they should. So you have to ask, can the project sustain that liquidity drain? If you're confident that it can sustain it, then yeah, jump on in. Just know you ain't going to make the same profits as those that got in the first 8 months. So if it's been more than 8 months, I'm automatically saying no. I don't care how great the project is. Another thing that you can do, if you do hear about it and see it within the 3 to 4 month time frame and you decide to join, great. Just go in knowing that there's a shelf life, that you should have at least a 6-month game plan. A 6-month game plan to make your money back and a profit before either it goes sideways or, the liquidity drain, or it's time to move on. Do not think of any of those projects as lifetime. It will be lifetime, just not for you. It's lifetime for the early investors and the owners and the programmers, but not for you, unless you're on that side of the fence. This is why education is important, so that you don't get caught up in the hype of the people who got in early that are making money, because of course they're going to tell you that it's great, it's nothing going to be, everything is fine. And I expect them to say that, because that's the whole point. Why are they going to say anything different? So what's my first 3 rules in crypto? Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return back as fast as possible, which should be within 4 to 9 months. And then everything after that is gravy. If you follow those 3-4 rules, you don't have to worry about, dang, is this company a scam? Is this company going to succeed? Go in knowing this ain't going to be a long-term deal. I don't care how great they pump it up to be. Does that mean you can't make a profit? Yes, you can make millions. Okay? You can make millions. I'm giving you guys the formula. What has allowed me to be able to still be here and thrive after 10 years in crypto since 2016? I've been a part of opportunities that turned out to be scams, that went left way, sideways, that had all the great intentions, and the owner does a rug pull or runs off with everybody's money without, there were no warning signs for that type of stuff. So I developed a code that I operate by that allows not only myself, but the people that I put on to still have success. Now let me give you the winning strategy. You're right, I already used MoveQuest as an example. Let me give you the winning formula. I left the direct selling space 2 years ago. Moving forward, outside of my own company, teaching crypto education, I'm only looking to be a part of any type of projects that allow me to earn passive income without having to recruit or sell a product. In other words, the opportunity has a product or an asset itself that generates an income independent from market crypto volatility. What I loved about the MoveQuest product was that I was able to earn without having to recruit based on my own physical activity. The only problem was it was attached to a token that has a real world market value. And that token could go up and that token could go down. And if it's not run properly, it's only going to keep going down. I've already made my statements public when it comes to MoveQuest. I'm not going to do it again. My inner circle knows what I'm talking about. So I'm looking for ways as the I quadrant that Robert Kiyosaki talks about. The investor quadrant. Let my money work for me. And the first thing people think of when it comes to maybe digital or crypto is they think trading. They think Forex or type of stuff. Let me put my money in that and let some trading happen. I can make some passive income. That has been in this space 80% miss, 20% hit. So you got to be very careful about those type of opportunities that you join. I'm a part of some of them myself. Some that have failed, some that worked. One that I'm using right now, I haven't even promoted. And it is working spectacularly. Those in my River of Money group in ILCA know what I'm talking about. So I am looking for where I can put my money to work for me based on the product without having to recruit. And that leads to where my focus is about to be in 2026. 2025, I made a statement that I want to learn a new industry, and that industry is real estate. Real estate. So I positioned myself into traditional short-term rental space. And I'm heavily invested in that. Earning passive money from short-term rentals. But then another company reached out to me. And when they reached out to me the first time, I said no. This was right before they launched. They reached out to me again a few months later. I said no. And you have to understand with me, a no now does not mean a no later. More than likely, it means you probably didn't approach me the right way. Because I only promote my company, my brand. I'm the CEO. I never put my trust and reliance on another CEO again. I will never do that ever. They will never have my best interests at heart. So if you approach me the right way, you get my attention. And then the company, and when I go back, they kind of did approach me kind of the right way. I just ignored it. But they came back to me and said, Brandon, how would you like to partner with us, ILCA and our company, and we hire you to teach crypto education to our community? Because the way our business model works, we're only dealing in digital currencies. And most of the people in this space have no knowledge whatsoever of digital currency. They've never bought Bitcoin before. They don't know how to move it. They definitely don't know how to keep it and store it and all the things that come with that. Can you teach our community? And we have a mutual arrangement. Now you have my attention. But then, since they had been trying to reach out to me for like 6 months, I said, let me actually look at what you're doing, because if I'm going to attach my name to anything, you know, it's got to be something that is legitimate. And when I realized, yeah, they're in the real estate space, the digital space, that's the exact space I'm already in when it comes to real estate that I want to learn more about. And now they figured out how to tokenize real world assets. You really have my attention. I wrote a course called Tokenization 2 years ago. And so while I've been saying no, swatting left and right like I'm freaking Dikembe Mutombo, all opportunities that are great opportunities. Sometimes you have to say no to a great opportunity. I didn't say no to Texacoin because I thought it was a scam. I said no to Texacoin because it didn't meet the business qualifications of what I was looking for long term. So again, that's not an indictment on them. So if you are in Texacoin, don't think Brandon is over here shitting on Texacoin. I am not. Do your thing. Do you have a strategy? I'm saying why I said no. I'm focused, and I see digital real estate. Of course, I wrote 2 years ago, but then I had a hesitation. What's my hesitation? The industry is brand new. Never been done before. I see they're heavily into AI, which is not regulated yet. Digital real estate, not regulated yet. A company attempted to do this 2 years ago, and they failed. Didn't even get off the launching pad. The woman took everybody's money and went on a shopping spree. So nobody's done this yet. So I said, let me see how you operate. Let me put my toe in the water and see what's going on here. So I'll put some money down on it. See how it works. And here's the key thing. Even though this company is based in digital space, your money that you are making is not based on what the value of the token will be today or tomorrow. Do you understand that difference? It's not based on the value of the token. It's based on the value of the product that is producing an income, because it's an asset. Property. I'm not talking about metaverse fake property. I'm talking about real property. Like, let me reverse this. Like property. The property produces assets. Short-term rentals. An industry that is exploding, and it's set to break records in 2026. So I've been involved now for 6 weeks. And I like to be full transparent. I don't know, about $14,000 worth of digital property. And I've made $4,000 since in less than 2 months. I didn't have to roll out of bed about it. I didn't have to recruit anybody. I didn't have to sell the property. I just went onto the website like it was freaking Amazon, slid to the left and the right to see what property I wanted, bought some with my crypto, and now I'm earning based on the short-term rentals that property is producing. Now that sounds like a freaking no-brainer to me. I ain't even got to tell nobody about it. What if I get $100,000, I get diversified? What's that bringing me on a monthly basis? Now, it's been 6 weeks. I still am watching it. I'm going to a conference in Miami. I like to touch and feel. I like to shake hands. I like to smell the room. Y'all don't come in there stinking, by the way. I want to get the experience. Let me tell you what's about to happen. If I come back from Miami, fired up, hoping it is what I believe it to be, with more confidence, I am going to do for them what I did putting MoveQuest on the map. And let's not get it twisted. ILCA is the reason why AVAX and MoveQuest exploded. You remove us, you don't have a MoveQuest on Avalanche right now. Let's keep it real. I did presentations for them for a year. It actually feels good to have a founder and CEO of a company that is acknowledging the contributions that you bring to the table because of who you are. And I say that humbly. But what I did for them, I'm going to do for this opportunity times 2. And I'm going to be hitting the ground running hard because I believe 2026, this year, is going to be one of the biggest financial windfalls for people in business, or it's going to become the most challenging. And what I am looking to do is to put people in a position not to show them how to make more money, but put them in a space where the money that they're making is not going to be impacted by geopolitics, by inflation, by a declining dollar and the economy and whatever crazy ass Trump decides to do. If you're in a situation where your income that's coming in is going to happen regardless, in fact, in an industry that is growing, then I'm putting you in a position to save your money and your income rather than in a position to lose. Does this make sense? And I am hoping, because I cannot guarantee, I am hoping that this digital real estate opportunity is going to be the one that allows people to do it this year. I can't guarantee it. All I can state is what I've seen so far, it's been working. And I believe that it's going to get bigger. And it's going to go, it hasn't gone viral yet. It's going to explode. And I'm going to be one of the ones to help to make that happen. Putting people in a position to win. So I just wanted to give that announcement. What is, for those of you who came on late, no, I was not shitting on Texit Coin. I shared why I said no to it when it was brought to my attention at the very beginning. I shared with you what is not a winning model in the crypto space. MLM based with crypto that has to deal with mining and has to deal with token price value is not a winning formula in crypto. And then I share with you what my winning formula goes in. I have to say my, because my winning formula may not be your winning formula. My winning formula is finding an opportunity that I can be able to earn based on the product itself as an asset without having to recruit and without having to sell a product. I've been saying that message for like 8 months. So just because I partnered with this opportunity, it doesn't mean I'm changing my tune. This opportunity presented itself because I've been screaming my winning formula for the past year. And this so happens to align with what I have already been preaching. And I hope, because I can't guarantee, that this will be the one to be able to make my vision a reality. Passive income based on a real world producing asset without having to recruit and without having to sign people up And you know what the entry on this is? For those of you that want to just test it out, I'm not talking about $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. I'm talking about you want to just try it out. You can try it out for as low as $10. $10. Now, if you think I said a lot now, wait till I get back from Miami. I turned 50 years old this year. The only thing I'm looking at is passive long-term income. I've been self-employed for since 2012. So there is no pension and 401k and Social Security and all that stuff waiting for me. And I'm definitely not going to be in my mid 50s and 60s trying to recruit for a network marketing income, trying to search for that missing or that ghost of a promise of residual income, because that doesn't exist. You need to have assets and a portfolio with multiple assets that's generating you an income, whether you get out of bed or not. And this can be a start. So that's all I had to share. Let me tell you what's coming up though. I'm doing a training for e-estate at 3 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be talking about phishing scams. The number one scam of 2025 that stole crypto for most people and digital assets. So if you want to learn about that, get back in whoever has told you to listen to me right now, go to my inbox, shoot me a message, and I'll send you the link. I already got it on my page anyway. Scroll down. And then next week is our very first 5-day challenge for ILCA of 2026. Let me tell you what the topics. Number one, the theme of it is going to be tokenized real estate. But the topics are, night one, we're covering the river of money. And in the river of money, I'm going to talk about the Trump family for the last 5 generations, to the point on how in the world it took them 50 years to make $2 billion worth. But yet in the last year, they added an additional $3 billion in less than 1 year. And I'm going to point out what industry they are focused on for the future. That's the river of money. Tuesday night, we're going to talk about what is the blockchain that's allowing this all to be possible. Wednesday night, we're going to talk about what are cryptocurrencies, digital assets. Thursday, we're going to talk about what are stable coins. And that is a brand new course because I'm releasing stable coins this month. I wrote a whole new course. We already got 13 lessons. This is the latest, stable coins. And then Friday, we're going to talk about what is tokenization and then how to get yourself positioned to be able to earn from tokenized real estate. All 1 hour next week. You do not want to miss it. I am going to be on fire. I'm ready for this year. I wish Miami was this weekend so I can get going. But I'm also a businessman. I don't just do stuff. I follow a code. So I got to go to Miami. I got to touch and feel. I got to meet people. I got to shake hands. And then when I come back, it's game on. So with that, enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see those of you that are going to get that crypto education, that training for e-estate. And what time is it right now? 10:45. In 1 hour from now, I'm going to open up the Zoom room. I play, just so you know, I open it up 20 minutes early because I play music. So I'm going to, about 1 hour from now, the Zoom room will be open and we'll be playing music for the top of the hour at 3 p.m. Eastern. Take care. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.